In this video, I am going to talk about correlation using an example. Let's look at this example here. Suppose we want to see if the scores obtained by students in a statistics exam is related to number of hours studied for the exam. Then we randomly select a sample of 6 students, for example, from the class and record their data in a table. Then, to see how x and y are related, we use Scatterplot for graphical displays, and we use correlation coefficient R for numerical measurement. In this video, I will talk about Scatterplot only. Please watch my other video for correlation coefficient. Now, let's define the scatterplot. A scatterplot is a plot of ordered pairs. The x values are on horizontal axis and the y values are on vertical axis. So basically, on the horizontal axis, we put x values, and on the vertical axis, we put y values. So my x values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And my y values are, here is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90 here. Now let's put these points on the graph here. So here, let's look at the first one. We have x 5 and y 70. So basically, we'll 5 here and 70. So this over here. So I will just mark that there. So the next one is 365. So x is 3, which is right here, and 65. So let's say 65 is over here in between 60 and 70. The next one is 985. So x value is 9 and y is 85. So 85 is in between 80 and 90. So the other one is 450. So 4 is here and 50 is here. The next one is 130. So 1 is here and 30 is here. Finally, the last one is 790. So 7 is here and 90 is over here. As soon as we have a scatter plot, a natural question to ask is how x and y are related. Here we can see a trend that when x values increase, y values also increase. Here is another example. It's talking about brain volume and IQ score. Let's quickly draw a scatter plot to see how they are related. So we have, for x, we have 1173, and for y we have 101. Our 1173 is between 1150 and 1200. So let's say our 1173 is here and we'll find 101. So let's say somewhere over here. And another point is 106793. So 1067 is between 1050 and 1100. And its y value is 93. So let's say somewhere in here. So the other one is 1347 and 94. So 1347 is somewhere in between 1300 and 1350. And 94, let's say 94 is right here. 1029, 97. So 10, let's say our 1029 is somewhere over here, and 97 is over here. 1204 and 113. So our 1204 is somewhere here, and 113. So let's say 110. So closer over here. On the scatter plot here, we see that points do not follow any pattern. They are scattered all over. Hence, from the scatter plot here, there seems to be no relation between brain volume and IQ scores. Again, let's look at one more example of making a scatter plot. It's talking about car weight and highway miles per gallon. Let's quickly draw a scatter plot to see how they are related. So this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. So here the first point is 2933. So which is 2900 is over here and let's say 33 is over here. So the next one is 3231. So 3200 is over here and 31 is over here. 3529. So 3500 is here and 29 is here. 4125. So 4000 is here. So if this is 41 here, so 25 is here. And the other one is 4224. So 4200 and let's say 24 is right here. And 2736. So 2700 is over here and 36 is over here. And finally, we have 3300 and 30. So 3300 and 30. Let's say that one is over here. So if we look at this scatter plot here, we see that as x values increase, y values decrease. Let's talk about correlation. Correlation exists between two variables x and y if they are related somehow. A correlation is linear if the scatter plot between two variables shows a pattern of a straight line. Here we are given 4 scatter plots. Let's look at this one here. So this first one here clearly shows a straight line pattern. Let me draw a straight line here. So therefore, this one has linear correlation. Now let's look at the second one, this one here. So this second one also shows somewhat linear pattern. Let's draw the straight line here. Here we can see that this one shows a somewhat linear pattern. Now let's look at the third one here. For this one, we don't see any linear pattern of a straight line. Finally, let's look at the fourth one here, this one. We can again see a straight line pattern here. Let me draw a straight line. Therefore, this one also has linear correlation. I say there is a positive linear correlation if when x increases, y also increases. Similarly, we say there is a negative linear correlation if when x increases, y decreases. Here in this slide, we are again given 4 scatter plots. Previously, we said that among these 4 scatter plots, this one has linear correlation, this one has linear correlation, this one does not have linear correlation, and this one has linear correlation. Now, here we want to find out which one has positive or negative linear correlation. Since this one is sloping downward, so this one here is sloping downward, it is negative linear correlation. Let me just make a straight line here. So this one here is sloping downward. So it has a negative linear correlation. And if we look at this one here, this one is sloping upward. So it shows positive linear correlation. Now let's look at this third scatter plot here, this one here. On this one, we don't see a linear pattern of a straight line, so there is no correlation at all. Now let's look at the fourth scatter plot, this one here. So this one is sloping upward. Let me draw a straight line here. Since it is sloping upward, it shows a positive linear correlation. So here, basically, we just need to look at the slope of the linear pattern to decide if the slope is positive or negative. Thank you for watching. We hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe our channel. We will be bringing more and more videos on variety of topics.